Ezra 5. Then the prophets, Haggai the prophet, and Zechariah, son of Iddo, prophesied in Judah, who were in Judah and Jerusalem, in the name of Elah of Israel upon them. Then Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, and Yeshua, son of Josedek, rose up and began to build the house of Elah, which is in Jerusalem. And the prophets of Elah were with them, helping them. At that time, Tetaini, the governor beyond the river, and Shashazar Banzini and their companions came to them and said this to them: Who has made you a decree to build this house, and to complete this wall? Then we told them what the names were of the men who were building this building. And the eyes of their Elah was upon the elders of the Judah, so that they could not make them cease until the matter went to Darius. And then they sent back a letter concerning this. This is a copy of the letter that Tetaini, governor beyond the river, had sent, and Shethazar Banazini and his companions, the officials beyond the river, to Darius the sovereign. They sent a letter to him, and this was written in it: To Darius the sovereign, all peace. Let it be known to the sovereign that we went to the province of Judah, to the house of the great Elah, which is being built with heavy stones, and timber is being laid in the walls. And this work goes on speedily and is blessed in their hands. Then we asked those elders, saying this to them: Who made you a decree to build this house and to complete these walls? And we also asked them their names in order to inform you, so we could write the names of the men at their head. And this is the answer they gave us, saying: We are the servants of Elah of the heavens and earth, and we are rebuilding the house that was built many years ago, which a great sovereign of Israel built and completed. But because our fathers provoked the Elah of heaven, he gave them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, sovereign of Babel, the Chaldean, who destroyed this house and exiled the people to Babel. But in the first year of Cyrus, sovereign of Babel, Cyrus the sovereign made a decree to build this house of Elah, and also the gold and silver utensils of the house of Elah, which Nebuchadnezzar had taken from the Hekel that was in Jerusalem, and brought to the Hekel of Babel. Those sovereign Cyrus took from the Hekel of Babel, and they were given to one named Sheshbazzar, whom he made governor, and said to him, Take these utensils, go, deposit them in the Hekel in Jerusalem, and let the house of Elah be built on its place. Then the saying Sheshbazzar came, laid the foundation of the house of Elah, which is in Jerusalem. And since that time, even until now, it has been in building, and it is not completed. And now, if it seems good to the sovereign, let a search be made in the sovereign's treasure house, which is there in Babel, whether it is so that a decree was made by the sovereign Cyrus to build this house of Elah at Jerusalem. And let the sovereign send us his decisions concerning this. All right, so that was 5. So that was Ezra 5. So it looks like, right, just to recap, in Sovereign 4, the same people saw Israel building the house of the Lord in Jerusalem, which is Judah. They saw them build this, and they said, no, we ain't gonna let y'all build this house. Fast forward, they talked to the sovereign Cyrus. He put up a decree saying, y'all stop, slow down, y'all ain't doing this. Now chapter 5, I just read, it shows the people, God people, kept building regardless. They didn't care about the no letter. You said build, guess what? We're gonna build. Then Darius, okay, my bad. Ezra 6. Then Darius the sovereign made a decree, and a search was made in the house of the books, wherein also the treasures of Babel were kept. And at Hamath in the palace which is in the province of Media, a scroll was found, and this was written in it: In the first year of sovereign Cyrus made a decree concerning the house of Elah at Jerusalem. Let the house be built in the place where they brought offerings, and its foundations strongly laid, its height 60 cubits, its width 60 cubits, 3 rows of heavy stones, and 1 row of new timber. Let the expense be paid from the sovereign's house, and let the gold and silver utensils of the house of Elah, which Nebuchadnezzar took from the Hekel, which is in Jerusalem, and brought to Babel, be returned and go to the Hekel, which is in Jerusalem, to its place, and deposit them in the house of Elah. Now, Titini, governor beyond the river, and Shestar Banzini, and your companions, and the fishers beyond the river, stay away from there. Leave the work of this house to Elah alone. Let the governor of Judah and the elders of Judah build this house of Elah on its place. And I make a decree as to what you should do for the elders of these Judah. For the buildings of this house of Elah, let the exact expense be paid to these men from the sovereign's resources, out of the taxes beyond the river, so that they are not stopped. And whatever they need, both the young bulls and rams and lambs, for the ascending offerings of Elah of heavens, wheat, salt, wine, and oil, according to the request of the priests who are in Jerusalem. Let it be given them day by day, without fail, so that they bring pleasing offerings to the Elah of heavens, and pray for the life of the sovereign and his sons. And I make a decree that whoever changes this word, let a timber be pulled from his house, and let him be impaled, hanging on it, and let his house be made a dunghill because of this. And Elah, who has caused his name to dwell there, does overthrow any sovereign or people who put their hand to destroy this house of Elah, which is in Jerusalem. I, Dawish, make the decree, let it be done promptly. Then Titini, governor beyond the river, Shasar Banzini, and their companions promptly did according to what Dawish the sovereign had sent. And the elders of Jerusalem were building, and they were blessed through the prophesying of Haggai the prophet and Zechariah, son of Iddo. And they built and finished it according to the decree of Elah of Israel, and according to the decree of Cyrus, and Dawish, and Joashua, servant of Persia. And this house was completed on the 3rd day of the month of Adar, which was in the 6th year of the kingdom of sovereign Dawish. Then the children of Israel, the priests and the Levites, and the rest of the sons of the exile did the dedication of this house of Elah with joy. Boy, they was happy building that mug. And offered at the dedication of this house of Elah 100 bulls, 200 rams, 400 lambs, and as a sin offering for all Israel, 12 male goats according to the number of tribes of Israel. And they appointed the priests to their divisions, and the Levites to their divisions, over the service of Elah in Jerusalem, as it is written in the book of Moses. And the sons of the exile performed the peace on the 14th day of the first new moon. And the priests and the Levites had cleansed themselves. All of them were clean. And they slew the peace for all the sons of the exile, and for the brothers and the priests, and for themselves. And the children of Israel who had returned from the exile ate together with all who had separated themselves from the uncleanness of the nation, of the land, in order to seek Yahweh, Elohim of Israel. And they performed the festival of Matzot 7 days with joy. For Yahweh caused them to rejoice, and return the heart of the sovereign of Asher toward them, to strengthen their hands in the work of the house of Elohim, the Elohim of Israel. So these people put out a decree, chapter 6, try to send a letter to the sovereign saying, yo, did you sign off on this? Is this okay? That man sat back and said, bet, it is okay. Hey, leave them alone. I pay y'all. They gonna finish this house. And boy, did they finish this house. Ooh-wee. What a blessing, what a blessing. All right, let's keep going. Ezra 7. And after these events, in the kingdom of Asherata, sovereign of Persia, Ezra, son of Sariah, son of Azariah, son of Hekeliah, son of Shallum, son of Tasidik, son of Atub, son of Amariah, son of Azariah, son of Meroth, son of Zariah, son of Uzi, son of Baki, son of Abshua, son of Phinehas, son of Eleazar, son of Aaron, the chief priest. This Ezra come from Babel. Ooh, Ezra got some lineage up in that boy. Ezra, son of Sariah. So he go all the way down to Aaron. This Ezra came up from Babel, and he was a scribe, skilled in the Torah of Moses, which Yahweh Elohim of Israel had given. And the sovereign gave him all he asked, according to the hand of Yahweh, his Elohim, upon him. And some of the children of Israel, and the priests, and the Levites, and the singers, and the gatekeepers, and the Nethinim, came up to Jerusalem in the 7th year of sovereign Atarasha. And he came to Jerusalem in the 5th new moon, which was in the 7th year of the sovereign. For on the 1st day of the 1st new moon, he began to go up to Babel. And on the 1st day of the 5th new moon, he came up to Jerusalem. He came to Jerusalem according to the good hand of his Elohim upon him. For Ezra had prepared his heart to seek the Torah of Yahweh, and to do it, and to teach laws and right ruling in Israel. And this is the copy of the letter that Sovereign Asheratha gave Ezra, the priest, the scribe, a scribe in the words of the commands of Yahweh, and of his laws to Israel. Asheratha servant of sovereigns to Ezra the priest, a perfect scribe of the laws of Elah of heavens and now. Ezra 7, verse 13. I make a decree that all those of the people of Israel and the priests and Levites in my kingdom who volunteer to go up to Jerusalem go with you, since you are being sent by the sovereign and his 7 counselors to inquire about Judah and Jerusalem with regard to the law of Elah which is in your hand, and to bring the silver and gold which the sovereign and his counselors have voluntarily given to the Elah of Israel, whose dwelling is in Jerusalem. Now the silver and gold that you find in all the province of Babel, along with the gifts of the people and the priests, voluntarily given for the house of their Elah in Jerusalem. Therefore, with this silver properly buy bulls, rams, lambs, with their grain offering and their drink offerings, and offer them on the slaughter place of the house of your Elah in Jerusalem. And whatever seems good to you and your brothers to do with the rest of the silver and gold, do it according to the desire of Elah. And the utensils that are given to you for the service of the house of your Elah, put back before the Elah of Jerusalem, and the rest of the needs for their house. For your Elah, which falls to you to give from the sovereign's treasure house. And I Asheratha, the sovereign, do make a decree to all the treasurers who are beyond the river, that whatever Ezra, the priest, the scribe of the law of the Elah of heavens, does ask of you, let it be done promptly. So no matter what Ezra asks you, no matter what Ezra say, do it, my dude. Ezra is him. Whatever Ezra, the priest, scribe of the law of Elah of heavens, does ask of you, let it be done promptly. Whatever Ezra, the priest, the scribe of the law of Elah of heavens, does ask of you, let it be done promptly. Up to 100 talents of silver, and up to 100 cores of wheat, and up to 100 baths of wine, and up to 100 baths of oil, and salt without reckoning. Whatever is commanded by the Elah of heaven, let it be diligently done for the house of Elah of heaven. For why should there be a wrath against the kingdom of the sovereign and his sons? We further inform you that there is no authority to impose tax. Excess, or toil on any of the priests and Levites, singers, gatekeepers, Nethinim, and servants of this house of Elah. We further inform you that there is no authority to impose tax, excess, or toil on any of the priests and Levites, singers, gatekeepers, Nethinim, and servants of this house of Elah. And you, Ezra, according to the wisdom of your Elah that is in your hand, appoint magistrates and judges to judge all the people who are beyond the river, all such as know the laws of your Elah, and teach those who do not know them. And whoever does not do the law of your Elah and the law of the sovereign, let judgment be promptly executed on him, whether it be death or banishment or confiscation of goods or imprisonment. Blessed be Yahweh, Elohim of our fathers, who has put this in the sovereign's heart to embellish the house of Yahweh, which is in Jerusalem, and has extended love and commitment to me before the sovereign and his counselors, and before all the sovereign's mighty princes. So I was strengthened as the hand of Yahweh, my Elohim, was upon me, and I gathered heads from Israel to go up with me. Amen. Wow. Okay, so let's recap. Because I was confused for a minute. Because I was like, who is Ezra? Because, when you start with Ezra, they don't even tell you nothing about Ezra. They didn't tell you what's going on off the rip. And then now, we get to 7 in Ezra. Then you find out who Ezra was. Ezra is a priest. Ezra was there when the foundation of the house got laid. Second time. Ezra is the priest who basically established everything. Who came in? He's a descendant of Aaron. Who basically he's a descendant of Moses, because Aaron is a Levite, so is Moses. So Ezra must be a Levite. Amen, amen. All right, y'all, man. That's Genesis 3. Hope you guys like this episode, man. Ezra, the priest. Peace.